What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Sports Church right here on the brand new network, the Veteran Revolt Radio Network, or like to call it VRR, because that's kind of hard to say when you're drinking a lot, which I do during shows, allegedly. Anyways, I'm your host, Sean Kerwin, aka Mini. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. I'm a card carrying member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly. And one of the founding members of this new thing we're calling VRR. So this is the first show, first sports church on the new network, first sports church on Rumble. So if you're on Rumble, get on over there, check us out, and give us some love. And without further ado, we got a lot to unpack and a little to do it. We're gonna go first in, first out. Well, not really. Pook's he's doing his report from the parking lot because he's got to early start to work. So yeah, he's gonna go first tonight as per usual, but I'm going to bring out Devil Dog first. He's the United States Naval veteran, a very good friend of mine for years. Also my co-host on The Bar, which you catch every night on The Bar, Facebook pages, Rev Nation, Sports Church, and Rumble at Revolt Radio, all together, no space, on there on Rumble. So go over there and give us a like, follow us over there. Big help to us. Without further ado, he's a Fleet Marine Force Corpsman, hence the name Devil Dog. Devil Dog, what's up?
Yo,
how you doing, brother?
I'm back home. Fuck that hotel room.
Yeah. Don't blame you. Yeah. It's one thing if it's your temporary home for like a month before you finally find your place or something like that. But when it's just like, you got your place, but you can't go there because you have no power and you got to stay in a hotel, it's just, you feel cheap.
Like the unlimited water. Cool.
Yeah. Unlimited water.
That bed sucked. Those pillows sucked. But there was power.
There you go. All right, man. Not sure what's going on with the Rumble. I'm trying to figure that out. Let's bring on our next co-host. We call him Pops because he's Pops. He's my dad. He is the auto racing expert, been in the field for over 50 years. So please welcome to the Sports Church, Pops.
I found out today just how much I don't know about the new kids. So it's going to be a fun, interesting season. There's so many young ones. It's outrageous.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming up good, and they got great backgrounds. So it will be fun to meet them as we go through the season.
Right. Absolutely. All right. Sounds good. I'll bring in our next co-host. He's Richie the Redneck Pip King. He's former MMA guru. He's also a stand-up comedian and a United States Marine Corps veteran. He's also the host of the World Radio Show, which you catch every Tuesday on The Bar, on the Facebook page, Sports Church, the Facebook page, as well as the YouTube page for World Radio Entertainment. Please welcome to the church, Richie the Redneck Pip King.
What's up, gentlemen? Glad to be here again.
Right. Nice. You got an assistant.
Well, I got several of them all scattered around here. I got three boys and a girl.
All right.
So if I leave here in a minute, don't call child abuse. Just understand.
No worries, man.
Good kids, all of them.
Awesome. For some reason, I don't think I got the Rumble live stream going appropriately. I don't know how I fucked that up, but we'll find out. It's disappointing. But anyways, he's my brother from another mother. We suffered through the most holistic company in the Marine Corps, ammo company in 43 area, Las Pulgas. Cap Pelham, California, gets to the first MARDEV, first Force Support Group, first Supply Battalion. We had some good times, but we were glad to get out of there. Please welcome to the Sports Church, brother Bishop Pook Dawg.
Healing in Las Pulgas. A better man for Las Pulgas. Better man for the healing that I received in Las Pulgas, my man.
Amen, brother.
There you go.
Oh, I think I just ran over a gopher.
Amen, brother.
Get that gopher.
The first sports church Episcopal, nothing but the truth. The Bishop, brother Pook Dawg, my friends, and the inaugural VRR.
Yeah, baby.
Sports church. Let us proclaim the mysteries of John Jones capturing the
Hey, we need a new background.
Steroid free.
Whatever.
I'm in my mobile studio right now.
Oh, cool.
You're shagging wagon?
I'm making it. I don't know. This is a truck. I don't know. It's like a truck, man. I don't know. It's such a shagging wagon, but yeah. I'm just glad that I still have reception, man. I was worried about that. So okay. So let's get into the nuts and bolts of what happened last night in the UFC, because I gotta get in and out, no messing about. I gotta rob the store. I gotta hit and run today. You know what I mean? I gotta get my little and get out. So let me find a parking spot. We'll get right into it. You guys watched the fight last night. A lot of buzz around this fight last night. I noticed that. There's a lot of people that normally pay attention to UFC paid attention last night. We had the heavyweight championship. Obviously, John Jones capturing that title with a guillotine choke, first round. I expected that. Did anyone expect that? Did anybody expect that?
Nope.
I didn't expect. Not on the ground. I didn't expect to do it on the ground at all.
Yeah.
It's like he never left, man. That guy's dangerous. He's just dangerous.
Yes.
Very dangerous.
Best press conference of the night as well. Best press conference of the night.
Oh man, that's the most relaxed I've ever seen John Jones ever, man, in that presser. That was the most relaxed and comfortable I've ever seen him. I mean, outside of when I seen him, he gave me a big hug, man. I was like his long lost friend when I met him. That guy's a personality. He's something else. I liked him just because of that, even with his out of cage antics that he's had over the years. But,
well, I mean, did you catch the Ngannou comment?
What exactly? Okay, refresh my memory. I did watch the presser afterwards.
The topic got on to Francis Ngannou, and he goes, "Yeah, he's such a pussy." That's what he said.
What did he say?
He called him a pussy.
Yeah, well, we know that ain't true. We know Ngannou ain't scared of nobody, and we know they couldn't bang out a deal with Ngannou because Ngannou had some things that he wanted that the UFC just weren't willing to concede to, and it wasn't money issues either. It seemed like they were willing to pay him. So, but the thing about Ngannou is he should have really struck the iron when it was hot. He should have had his boxing match already set up, already being promoted. He should have got out in front of this, because once John Jones, because here's the thing, I already know what the UFC's planning. If you don't see it, they're already they're completely dismissing Ngannou like he's nobody, and we all know that he's the man to beat the man right now. You know, he's the linear title holder of the UFC, right? He's the one that he's the guy that beat the champ. He's the champ that beat the champ. So what we got with John Jones, they're calling him the UFC champ, but he hasn't beaten Ngannou. He hasn't beaten Ngannou yet, and he might never have a chance to beat Ngannou. They'll may never work out a deal. And we know the UFC spin. Ngannou's running scared. Blah 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 blah. But the longer Ngannou waits, you got to strike the iron when it's hot. The longer Ngannou waits to set up this heavyweight boxing match that he wants to do with whomever, whether it's Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, whomever it happens to be, whomever his opponent happens to be, the longer he's cooling off, man. He's cooling off. I already seen a poll on the internet, and what do idiots know on the internet? But they're fans anyway. Only 20% of these people polled recognize Ngannou as the baddest man on the planet, whatever you want to call it, the heavyweight champ. It was Michael Bisping's poll. So it was Michael Bisping's fans, and 80% recognize John Jones as the man. You know, I almost feel like they got to fight the fight, but that's probably never going to happen unless Ngannou and the UFC can work things out. Now, the way that would definitely happen is if Ngannou freaking got in there and had a really good showing in the square circle with the boxing, with the Queensberry rules, and freaking did some damage to one of these really good heavyweight boxers. And then maybe there'd be a demand, because if there was a demand from the fans to iron this out, then they might have to iron it out eventually. You know what I mean? But Ngannou's screwing up by not having his promotion. He should already have a date for his promotion. He should already have an opponent for his promotion. I don't know what the stall is. I don't know what's going on with that. But you guys all know how I feel about it. UFC. Should have co-promoted something the same way they did with Conor. I mean, the cat's already out of the bag. They did it with Conor. You know, and Ngannou always wanted to be the heavyweight boxing champ. That's what he wanted to be when he got into this. And they should have backed him up because they had him. He's a commodity. I mean, Ngannou's a commodity. I mean, I don't think you can ignore Ngannou in all this. And they are. It was Jones's night though. It was Jones's night. Whoops, Real gone. You know, handily looked good on his feet before he took him down to the ground and the guillotine choked him. So I don't know how you guys feel about the whole thing. But it was John Jones. It was a good night for John Jones. I'm glad to see him. You know, I'm a John Jones fan. You know, I like the guy. You know,
he's good.
I like to see that. Go ahead.
No, I was fighting. I was checking in through the fights, but I didn't catch a hell of a lot. But I was scrambling at the end of the show last night to get the John Jones fight, and I'm going all over the place trying everything. I finally get in. And it's probably like, I don't know, 15, 30 seconds into the first round. And I completely forgot about sending anybody else the link that I used to get in. But it wasn't a long fight. It looked it was a bit of a joke. I mean, you know, this guy was talked up a bit. And it almost feels like everybody kind of knew the real deal. And that this was just kind of, you know, that first week college football game. Just kind of like put somebody in there that used to be dangerous or, you know, has a little spunk, but, you know, after 4 quarters, they're going to get smoked. I think that's what this was. And it wasn't 4 quarters. It wasn't even a round. And he was just outmatched. When he got that choke, I'm like, what? What is this guy doing? He's not doing anything to properly defend himself. And then all of a sudden, there goes that fucking choke. And then, I mean, seconds later, boom, boom, boom.
Man, I saw another angle on that choke from a fan. A fan was recording the fight. I watched it on YouTube, and it was from the other side. And you saw as he was tapping with his right hand, you saw his left arm was going limp. Man, he was going out. That choke was in tight, and it was in fast.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of pressure cutting off the blood flow to Gan's brain at that time because his left arm just started to drop. You could see it go, and you know he was already tapping by then. The fight was over, but it definitely would have went out cold. Would have went out cold if he would have held that choke on much longer.
Yeah.
There's levels to the ground game, man. We all know that, man.
Mm-hmm.
And John Jones is. That's why I gave him the heads up in this fight. I never expected it to be a freaking 2-minute fight ever. I expected it. I wouldn't have been surprised if it would have been a 5-round ground and pound, 5-round decision ground and pound victory. I wouldn't have been surprised. I'm actually a little surprised he finished him so fast.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I was a little surprised, but the quickness of it. Yeah, the quickness of it. But I knew he was going to win.
The only guy that's ever beat Real Gone is Ngannou.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got an undefeated kickboxing career. He's undefeated in freaking MMA. He beat Tuivasa. He beat freaking Volkanovski. He beat a bunch of guys to get where he was at. You know, he never was challenged. Like, go ahead, Pimp.
To me, I am surprised with that fast because of one thing. He hadn't been in the cage in 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't doubt him to win. I just didn't think it'd be that quick. I mean, but listen, that just shows his dedication to his training. That's a dedication to his art right there, man. It really is.
We know Jones is recommitted. You could tell Jones is recommitted. Yes. They talk about fights that he had as a light heavyweight champion that he didn't even take serious. He was on cocaine and drinking booze, man.
Right.
Training for these fights, man. You could tell none of that went on during this camp. You could tell this has been a long 3-year process. He put a lot of muscle on his body.
Yes.
A lot of weight on. My roommate said that he looked chubby, you know, and I mean he's a heavyweight. It ain't a beauty contest.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? Jones is a heavyweight now. He can come in there looking any way he wants.
Yeah, do something about it.
Get the job done.
do something about it. Yeah. I've liked John Jones ever since I heard him about him. That there's a gentleman trying to rob a lady, and he beat the crap out of him and got a purse back for her. You know, and when he went to fight,
there's rumors that was set up, but I don't know.
Hey, you gonna let another man kick you in the head like that? How much money would have to change hands for something like that to happen?
Pimp, I'm not saying it was set up, man. I'm saying there's rumors. There's rumors. But there's a lot of John Jones hate out there. There's a lot of Jones haters that would spread a rumor like that would just look at that and be like, I ain't gonna do that. But you know, John, the guy I met, I looked into his eyes. The guy I met, I like. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
You know, gotta go by that. I gotta go by that. I gotta go by what the Pook sees with his eyes, man.
Hey, I think he's an ambassador. of MMA. You know, I think we need more like him with his dedication, right? And the guy that really cares. You see it so many times that cage door shut and people just drain. They don't know what they're getting into, right? So, you know, training is one thing. Talking to your buddies in a bar fight is one thing. But you get into there where you got another man who's trying to kick your ass. Okay, what are you going to do? And a lot of people can't handle it. So, you know, they do bad shit. He's a dedicated. I love him. He's dedicated to the craft.
Did you hear what John Jones said in the press conference about what's the difference? What's the difference between a lion and a cow? The lion wants to be in that fight, right? You got to be the lion. That's what he said. That was one of his quotes during his press conference.
That's right. That's right.
Your girl Valentina Shevchenko got neck crank, subbed out. Looked like a bit of a rear naked choke. Looked like she could have hung on. It was a fourth round, but she don't know the time. She's got her back taken. She don't know the clock. It looked like there was 33 seconds left on that clock. It looked like if she could have escaped that round possibly if she just would have kept fighting. It didn't look like she was going to go out. It looked like she was very uncomfortable and she was in a lot of pain and she probably was getting choked a bit. But it looked like she might have. It's easy for the Pook to say, right? Sitting in his truck in his mobile studio talking shit about old Valentina Shevchenko. It's easy for me to say I wasn't in there getting choked. I wasn't getting my neck cranked, you know. So, but it looked like, man, Valchenko, I had her ahead on the scorecard. I don't know about you before her back got taken and got in that bad position. It seemed like that Mexican fighter, Grasso, she was just getting stronger as that fight went on too, as well. So maybe that fifth round would have been even uglier if it would have happened, you know. I'm not sure. Did you guys catch the Jeff Neal Rachmanov fight?
No.
The guy with the fur hat, Rachmanov. No. Oh man, that's worth watching, man. And you could go MMA Share. You could go on there and watch it. That's where I catch the fight. After the replay.
Is it a Daniel Boone fur hat or is it a foreigner fur hat?
Man, it's a foreigner fur hat, but it is Daniel Boone-esque.
Okay.
It's kind of like the hat, and he gave one to Rogan. He choked out Jeff Neal standing in this fight. Incredible. Jeff Neal, it was a seesaw fight. There was exchanges. There was punches landed by both Jeff Neal, punches landed by both Jeff Neal and Rachmanov. Rachmanov was way ahead on the scorecard, though.
I think we lost Pook.
We did lose Pook.
Dana White. Got tired of talking about him.
I guess.
It was Trevor. Trevor did it.
Trevor did it. Yeah. Good old Trevor.
Nice.
Well, the Rumble is up because I'm watching it on another tab on my computer, but I can't seem to pull it up on my mobile app. So, yeah, weird, but is what it is. Yeah, it's exactly, Tom. He talked himself right off the internet. Yes, he did. All right,
Pook's famous for that.
Yeah.
And he didn't even mention catalytic converters.
No, we were talking some mad shit on the bar about some really powerful people, and all of a sudden we had fucking all kinds of technical problems.
Echo came from nowhere last night.
Yeah, we had an echo, and then we had one of our co-hosts come back, and he came back all choppy, and he finally just gave up, and it was like, oh. But anyways.
An informal poll. who all lost electricity for more than an hour?
I did. I lost it for 18 hours.
20 something hours.
Yeah.
I mean, we still got people in Louisville still are without power, so it's crazy. I don't know what the hell it is.
One
That's
of the
'cause-
ladies down the street, her mom won't have power till Tuesday.
Wow.
That's because
bad.
the energy companies are morons about trees,
They're
and they
greedy.
don't. All they do is they try and schwack the trees or the parts of the tree that are growing directly towards the lines instead of looking at the whole tree, like that limb that's 30 feet up that's probably dead or dying, and when the wind catches it right, it's gone. But they don't want to get out of their buckets and actually climb like real tree people, so they just whack the butcher the trees next to the lines and hope for the best.
Well,
and every
it's
time
weird.
it doesn't work.
It's weird down here. I got electricity, and a block away from me, they don't have electricity, and that runs all the way through Mount Washington. It's wild.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Well, as far as to kind of wrap up Pook, because I don't know if he's going to make it back. I don't know what the hell's going on there.
It looks like his phone got hot and shut off on him.
His phone got hotter. Governor Newsom arrested him for his.
He went to go save somebody in a quickie mart.
Yeah. Could be that. Here comes Brother Bishop Pook Dawg to save the day. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I only really caught the most of the last fight, the one that really mattered, and it wasn't much of a fight. It was a little bit of a Tyson-esque fight. It was a little disappointing, actually. I thought that dude was going to put up more of a fight. Turns out, not so much. Jones handled him easily, and I think this is who's he fight next? He fights Stipe to defend the title, and he's going to
fight Stipe.
Fuck out of that Ohio firefighter. He's going to destroy Stipe. Stipe cannot hang with that dude. Look, I'm going to say it. A lot of people don't want to say it, but he's black and he's really fast. All right? You just can't compete with him. It's just Stipe. He's one of the toughest dudes out there, but he cannot compete with John Jones.
He's fighting his natural weight, too.
The only fight I want to see now is him and
Ngannou.
And Dana White needs to, dude, take a break from slapping your wife. Even though nobody knows what she said to make him do that, but I'm guessing it wasn't very nice. But take a break from that and make that happen. It'll be the biggest fight in UFC history. To make Conor have to actually shut up about telling everybody he makes people millionaires, which he does make people millionaires, or did. Allegedly. So gotta make that Ngannou fight. I'll watch the Stipe fight, of course, because I want to see somebody die on air once in my life. And that would probably be the one, because he's just gonna destroy Stipe. There's been nobody like him. The only person you can compare Jones to is Ngannou. And I think Jones has got him on so many different levels. I think the only thing that Ngannou has over him is straight up power. And he's he's not in the silk sheets as much as Jones is ish. I don't know. So that might help him a little bit, but I bet the farm on Jones versus Ngannou. But I don't know if it's ever going to happen.
Well, you got to take care of an old fart and say, what the hell does it mean he's not in the sheets?
Oh, so Joe
getting laid.
No, it's so God. Who was it? Was it George Foreman? Was it Joe? Who? Give me 5 big heavyweight champions. Was it George Foreman? Was it Joe Louis? Was it Joe Louis? Who says it's really hard to get up in the morning, train, and fight a killer when you're sleeping in satin sheets. You get it?
Yeah.
So when you made it and you hit the big money and you know you're the man, and everybody tells you you're the man. Everybody tells you you're the man.
Apollo Creed said that in Rocky.
Yeah, a little harder to get up and do the things you need to beat this guy. And Jones is a little bit in there, but he hungry again. You could tell. He dispatched that guy with extreme prejudice.
He's in his natural weight now, right? He doesn't have to cut weight anymore.
I don't know if that's his walking around, but
like before when he had to cut weight to go for light heavyweight.
I didn't know he had a cut weight to go.
Did he fight heavyweight last night or heavyweight?
He was fighting
heavyweight.
He was fighting heavyweight.
All right.
So yeah, a little extra poosh around there on the side, little muffin.
I mean, not having to cut weight goes a long way for him.
You betcha.
Yeah,
And-
it gives him an advantage against anybody else.
and
And has
Ngannou-
to cut.
And Ngannou doesn't want none of that.
Ngannou's gonna have to cut to fight him probably. So I know
What do they have after heavyweight?
they don't.
They don't. It's just heavyweight.
Yeah, it's just heavyweight.
So why would Ngannou would have to cut?
Don't they have to be within a certain range or no?
That's why I said.
Yeah.
What above heavyweight?
Sometimes it's between 5 and 7. Heavyweight can be 10 to 12, even 15 pounds heavier. Heavyweight's a lot more forgiving. But yeah, you just 5 to 7 pounds over the weight. Anything else you got to cut. So there you go.
All right. Well, I guess Pook's not going to make it back, so that's pretty easy to move on to the next segment, which would be Richie, the Redneck Pit King, with our
You look like
NFL report.
you got bird poop on your hat.
No,
Oh, he's got an eagle.
Oh, okay.
What the hell's wrong with you?
the peace pipe and some further here. Anyway, I don't know how many of y'all have been watching the NFL Combine. Some of you don't. Some of you probably don't care.
Yeah.
Some of us do watch it. I don't know why. I have never explained to me why I like watching this crap. But anyway, I do. And would you believe it or not, some of the fastest times that came at cornerback.
Oh.
There's a gentleman who ran a 4.2.
Yeah.
Oh.
A 4.2 is flying. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
4.2 in your ass at your butthole and hits the ground at the same time. You're gone, right? You just trucking. But that wasn't the amazing thing. All that night, all the cornerback nights, it was 4.2, 4.3, 4, and a lot of 4.4. 4.4 is freaking fast.
Yeah.
Not so much now, but back in our day, someone run a 4.4, you sign him wide receiver. Okay.
Yeah.
These guys are cornerbacks. Cornerbacks. They're not the receivers yet. So I look for a couple of receivers to hit a 4 flat, 3.9, some Tyreek Hill shit. But these are cornerbacks, guys. So that's good. That's good for cornerbacks. The legal tampering period is about to start, and it's got 52 hours once it starts. Okay.
You get 52 hours to do what? You can talk to anybody?
Talk to anybody you want without getting a penalty from the NFL.
All right.
After 52 hours, you cannot talk to anybody, and then you start to. You got to wait till March 15. March 15th is a free agency period. Okay. And of course,
Okay.
your
If
franchise
you talk to
tags
somebody and get an agreement, can you solidify the deal then, or do you have to wait till free agency?
Have to wait till
Nope.
free agency.
You know, it's free agency. And there's been a lot of guys who solidify a deal that changed their damn mind to the last second because somebody else slid in and threw them a bigger deal.
Yeah.
So that's happening a lot. But so March 15th is the actual frenzy, and this thing's going to take off. Okay, because you got some big names in there. But I wanna go-
You got the names for us?
I got some of them.
Ah.
Okay, I got some of them. I'll tell you what we're doing with here first. Wednesday, March 15th starts free agent period. However, the league allows a legal tampering period, which is usually 48 hours. This year, it's 52 hours to start the free agent period. Legal tampering period, which will start March 13th, allows teams to begin negotiating with agents of various players 52 hours prior to the official start of free agency. However, teams are not allowed to finalize the terms to the players until official opening of free agency, with punishments coming in from fines or even being stripped of draft picks. Okay. Why are players available during the NFL draft free agency? Well, because they suck and they get traded, or they're run out of money and get good. Here are some of the names, guys, you need to start watching for. So a lot of these are quarterbacks. Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay. Jacoby Brissett. Josh Jacobs. But it came out this week. Josh Jacobs ain't going anywhere because the Raiders are going to use the franchise tag on him. Okay. Saquon Barkley. I'm not sure he's going to leave the Giants either. He's rumbled. That team started to get good. I think they might spend more money on him. Tony Pollard is one that people are like, what are we going to do with this cat? I mean, is he worth a contract, or is he just good because Dallas got a great offensive line, or what? I kind of think maybe Tony Pollard would thrive in any team he plays in, okay, other than Cowboys against Cowboys that guy.
Yeah, he is very. I think he's a better back than Zeke.
Yep.
I mean, Zeke is
I do too.
to me is a little bit of a just kind of prototypical Emmett Smith north south type of guy, where Pollard has got a little more Barry Sanders in him, and he's able to see that inside run and like that ain't happening. I'm bouncing out and go and got the speed to make the corner too. Where Zeke doesn't have that speed. Zeke is a plow you over type dude.
Zeke's kind of, if you look back, he's been caught with either a few too many suspensions or a few too many injuries.
Yeah,
because he's not consistently on the field. Another running back who scored a lot of touchdowns. Thank you. You got me some good points of fantasy. Is Jamal Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Some say he'll leave Detroit. Some say he won't. I don't think if I was him, you got a good thing right there. If they pay me, I'd stay.
And they actually start looking like a team this year.
Yes, they did, and they're only going to project up. Miles Sanders. There's been some rumors coming out of Philadelphia about Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, he wants to stay. He wants to go to a team that runs the ball. I'm thinking, you are a team that runs the ball. He wants to be the premier running back, not the quarterback. Okay, and the truth be told, Miles Sanders really didn't do a whole lot as far as to be a star running back. So I don't know what's going to happen out there. I'm pretty sure though they offer him money, he'll stay. Okay, and Jerick McKinnon from the Chiefs. That kid ended up being a better receiver than he was running back. He's pretty accountable. He's going to hit the market. He's going to get paid. Somebody's going to pay him. Okay. Now, here's a couple more people that they got listed down here. Not so much free agents, but just people that they don't know what they're doing. Lamar Jackson. It's actually rumored right now that Baltimore's going to lose him. If they do, where's he going? I don't know. I'm pretty sure anybody. 15, maybe 20 other teams could use his skills.
Yeah.
To me, I think he's going to get paid somewhere. So Ravens are smart. They'd open up that book. Now, understand, you pay these quarterbacks, it's starting to come to fruition. You pay these quarterbacks all this money. That's it. Your cap's about busted. Okay. Because you ain't got a lot of money to go around for everybody else. Get some people in there. So you better be good enough to spend that money on. And I think he will be because, he's a pretty good quarterback. Geno Smith. And I can't believe we're talking about Geno Smith, right? A guy that came from, a lot of different teams, different coordinators. And boy, did he stick in Seattle. Man, he's stuck. And I think he'll get paid. Because who's he going to bring in? You think they're going to maybe roll the dice and bring in one of the new drafted free agent or a draft pick? I don't know. This guy here is not a free agent. He's just teamless. David Carr. David Carr is set to make a lot of money. Who picks him up? The question is, where's he going? All right. They had 3 teams involved. They had Green Bay, believe it or not, Green Bay, Giants, and the Saints were involved in this deal. And now they're saying the Saints are the front runner to get David Carr. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Carson Wentz. He got let go from the Redskins. About freaking time. This guy's cotton candy pudding soft. If there's any quarterback I don't like, it's him. Him.
Yeah.
He's got all the tools in the world, man. He's like my boy back in the day, Jeff George. Had all the tools, man. He just little dents upstairs and never could figure it out.
Yeah.
But he can throw that ball.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. We covered Daniel Jones. We covered Jimmy G, Jacob Brissett. Now, everybody's favorite one to talk about, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. He's not a free agent, but they don't know if he's coming back or not. And that kind of putting the Jets in a situation here. Because the Jets are like, wait a minute, we need to know an answer. I mean, draft's coming close. What are you going to do? And he's not talking. Okay,
I did hear him say that a decision is close. He doesn't want to wait on it too long and screw everything up. But who knows what happened after he did his little dark retreat, which oh wow. I mean, what a fucking loon. Like, I gotta go somewhere where I can't see any light. Okay, well, I don't know, go get a really nice cabin somewhere alone and just chill. Like, what do you gotta go in a room and stop?
He went to Berkeley.
You can't look at your phone. Fucking don't look at your phone.
He
Yeah,
went
if
to
that's a
Berkeley.
rule,
Enough said.
if that's a rule you placed on yourself, great. But don't be so weird. You know,
I know.
Have you
I mean,
ever met anybody weird from that didn't come out of Berkeley?
that
I don't know. I don't know.
it must be something
I've
in
never
the
met
water.
everybody I know from Scientology is weird. I tell you that.
I mean, Marshawn Lynch was even weird, and he went to Berkeley.
Yeah, but he was a beast.
Yeah, but he's cool weird.
He was cool. Weird.
Roger,
Yeah,
He was a
got
cool
it.
weird.
Weird.
And Roderick
Like-
has a tendency of fibbing. I mean, he not really lie, but just don't give you all the
This-
information, like his
this-
COVID test, thing.
This
Yeah.
man is just bitched about everything, despite being one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever take the field.
He absolutely is.
I mean, it's just he's been upset about San Francisco not drafting him. I'm like, oh my god, dude, that was 20 years ago. Let
Yeah, I
it
say-
go.
How long has that been? What time is it? Yeah. Let it
Fuck.
go,
You
dude.
know how many quarterbacks they had since then? Oh,
Yeah, that's your
it's
problem.
just- yeah.
You want a Super Bowl? You showed them.
I don't like it when people tell me I'm shorter than they thought I was. What the fuck is that? It's a huge thing with him. Like I watched a documentary and a guy, like a pretty average sized guy, or a little more than average. Okay, he was like 6'1" or something like that.
Okay.
And he's taking pictures with Aaron Rodgers, and he was like, "Yeah, Burrow, you're a lot shorter than I thought you were in real life." And he just looked at the guy like he wants to wring his neck, and I'm like, "Really? Oh my god, dude, come on!"
Well, that's what they got to deal with. So whoever gets him is buying drama. Okay, when you pay him, you're buying that drama that comes with it. Okay, and it's all him. He ain't got no brother on TikTok or nothing like that. It's him.
I was wondering if
him.
you're gonna bring that crazy shit up.
It's him.
Oh, the brother that's on the SEC network that went to Vanderbilt.
No. Well, that was
his boy's brother.
All right, now we got to get to some
that
other news here. I'm saying this as a wholehearted Chiefs fan, okay? But I am sick and tired of Pat Mahomes' brother. This guy ruins it for everybody. I mean, you go to a restaurant, and Minnie and I joke a lot. We're allegedly on here. He didn't alleged shit. He assaulted someone at a restaurant. I mean, what? The butter didn't quite melt on your biscuit? Is that what your problem was? You clown, or you couldn't have your TikTok going off in there, or whatever? Can we knock it the fuck off? Just because your brother's famous, you ain't famous. You ain't famous. Okay, your brother is.
He might be infamous.
Jesus Christ, man! I mean, look, when you got other people telling him, "Hey, come here. Hey, you might want to knock that down." I don't have to. No, you're right. You're right. So right. Go ahead. Be a fucking dick. We'll see how many the fan turns on you real quick. The fan base turns on your ass. So I don't know about you guys, what y'all got to say about any of that information, plus the idiot, but feel free to have at it. I'm just saying.
Well, it's just crazy, man. You're talking about the combine and whatnot. These dudes just keep getting faster. Jesus.
A punter.
I mean,
a punter.
Punter.
We're on a 4.8. A punter. We're on a 4.8.
Damn, it's a fucking 10.
Damn.
Oh my god, that's
the legs on this cat was whoa.
Did you see the what was it? The quarterback from Kentucky when he was throwing?
Yeah, that was amazing.
They clocked him doing a 70-yard bomb, and the football left his hand at 45 miles an hour.
Yeah. But what
that's where the guys come from. They come from like places like Kentucky, Southern Mississippi State, Cal. When's the last? I mean, Jalen Hurts is the first quarterback out of
Oklahoma.
I'm sure there's been a couple. Was it Oklahoma? I thought for sure he was Alabama.
No, he transferred. He
transferred.
Yeah, you're right about Alabama. But he transferred there because you know who beat him out? The dude in Miami.
Tua.
I can't say his name.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, all right, fine. But again, out of a big program that's been awesome. Like Tua is just I'm sorry. It's either a little cotton candy pudding soft, because dude just steps out there and gets smoked.
Terribly soft.
Well, here's something weird, and you know how much I hate the Heisman.
No,
but do you know the guy that has won, who has coached the quarterback that has won the last 4 and a runner-up for the Heisman? It's the Lincoln Riley. He had Baker Mayfield, what's his face? The short shit from Arizona, Kyler Murray. Jalen Hurts was the runner-up, and then he goes to USC, and Caleb Williams is the weird guy at USC. He wins the Heisman.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. There's only one of them quarterbacks that made it anywhere.
Yeah.
Hurts. I mean, when you go to the Super Bowl, you got credibility. Okay, from now on, you got credibility. The rest of them guys, who? I mean, they spent all this money already and out there for Cardinals because this guy's going to take Murray and be great with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 years, new head coach. Anybody want to put money on it right now? 2 years, new head coach out there.
When you have to put studying the playbook in your contract, that's a problem.
Yes. I'm glad you caught that. I was going to bring them up too.
Yeah, it gets to the whole. This is driving me crazy about the draft. It's the same thing every year. It's the best talented players, the guys, the best 40 and everything like that. How about the dude who would sell one of his bulls to play?
Yes. How about
he's almost got, if you go a scale of 10, you want like a 9 arm. All right. Well, he's got an 8.5. However, he's got good form. He's got a head. He didn't come from some shitty fucking background where he's going to be a complete mental fucking nightmare. Mm-hmm. He's also shown in his interviews that he is willing to put in the work and whatnot. Why not draft that guy? Because what really puts asses in the seats? It's not college football stars. Nope. It's winning fucking
games.
Yep.
Yes. Winning solves all your problems too.
Yes.
You might have a defensive deficiency, but you're winning. Guess what? That defense will work itself out. Okay, That's what it comes. Stop with all that crap. I don't care his measurement. Like I keep going back to him. Jeff George could throw 85 yards. He was coming out of college. He was supposed to be the Pat Mahomes. For Pat Mahomes, he was cool. Okay, but he was dense. He couldn't remember a play. He could throw it half a mile, but he couldn't remember a play. And they're like, man, this guy's terrible.
I blame it on the mullet.
His footwork was great. Had all these things. Yeah, his footwork was great. Had all his tangibles, but he just couldn't. He's dumb.
Ryan Leaf, high pick by the San Diego Chargers. Complete and utter mental case who should have been in therapy a year before they put his uniform on.
What was the word? What was the word before he come out? What was everybody saying? All high praise this kid was getting. How great he was. Montana.
He was the next Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah,
Drew Bledsoe, or they were talking about Montana. He's going to win 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
I don't think. How many playoff games you get to is my question.
Okay. None. And the ability was there. The ability was completely there. You watch him in college, you're like, damn, dude. Like, really? A 60-yard bomb? Really? On the money? Really? And he'd do it all day.
Yes.
For a fucking shit school he took to the upper levels of college football.
Yeah, Washington State. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who the fuck thinks that Washington State is a powerhouse? But then when Ryan Leaf was there, but boy, when he got the NFL, I mean, I was there front row.
Oh, I remember. I was
4 or 6 rows behind home Chargers game, and my girlfriend who
he choked out a reporter in the locker room.
Like,
that was him.
3 players had restrained him because my girlfriend, for some reason, was dating me. Decided to just light into him, and he started coming over. I'm like, oh no, am I gonna punch an NFL player? Because I mean, I'm Obi-Wan. I got the high ground, right? If you come over here, I'm just gonna dot you. Yeah. And it was just unreal. A couple players grabbed him, but yeah, that was like an everyday occurrence with him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I watched this documentary on him recently, and he was saying that once he got drafted, he was high on opioids most of the time.
You think? I believe that. He said.
He looks back now and he's like, and he's watching old tapes as they're talking to him. He goes, I seriously fucked up. I'm a fuck up.
You think? Who's that kid that played for the Washington Redskins? Supposed to have all this great talent, but he went up and headbutted the damn. He headbutted the sign.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking? When he come out, he was another.
Yeah, he was the end all. Yeah, he was supposed to.
He stood up, and then that was it after that. I'm thinking, you're the dumbest son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life. You got $5 million at that time was a lot of money. This kid was making $5 million in it. Okay.
Well, I feel bad for Lamar Jackson because everybody keeps saying you can't ever bring up Deshaun Watson's contract. And he goes, you can't bring it up? I've never done a damn thing. And that man got $250 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he win an MVP? No, I did. Have I ever had a problem? No, I don't even have an agent. I got my mom doing it for me. And you don't want to pay that man?
Oh, there's a lot of quarterbacks. When I switch agents, I want to call Kirk Cousins. Okay, I want his agent.
Yeah.
With all that money he's done, or all the money he's got, and he did shit with it, I want his agent. Come here, buddy. Let me talk to you.
If I was the Lions, I would move heaven and earth to get Lamar Jackson over there. That would be the savior of that team because they're up and coming, and you get him and that coach. People love a coach that used to play. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Agreed.
Wow. That'd be good. Baker. Last thing, Baker Mayfield.
Ah.
He's been in the news a little bit. Not much. He's run his hole, but he's kind of kept his own mouth shut a little bit.
Yeah.
But he said he's not going to be a backup quarterback.
Mm.
So, what's on the rise? Let me ask you guys something. You guys are all GMs right now. I want y'all to play the GM card.
Yeah.
Would you sign him as your starter?
Oh,
Anyway.
I'd tell him like, look, okay, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna sign Carson Wentz. Week 2, you're gonna be the starting quarterback, and then we're gonna re-release Carson Wentz and bring in a couple guys that you can maybe help along. But yeah, like you're not gonna be the starting quarterback. Nobody's gonna give that to you, bro. Nobody. But the guy ahead of you is Carson Wentz, and we know if the wind blows the wrong way, he's going to break his ankle. So, come on, let's be honest. You're going to get the shot, kid.
If they put a team in Europe, he's the starting quarterback for sure.
Okay, all right, Pops. Would you start him if you were a general manager? Would you bring him in as your starting quarterback?
Who would that GM of? Like, give me a thing where he would fit, like the Raiders.
Yeah, what team? All right.
The Packers? I wouldn't mind him in the Packers. We get two first-round picks from the Jets. We sign Baker Mayfield as our starting quarterback. Cool with that.
All right,
totally cool with that.
All right, let's go one unanimous team. Would you do it if you were the GM of the Saints?
Green Bay's a weird city. You put Baker Mayfield in the town.
I think he'd be fine. He's a Midwest boy.
I miss his commercials.
Yes, that too. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. I think he's got the possibility. There's still a lot of upside in that quarterback. However, look at who he's played for.
All right,
the Browns, the most dysfunctional organization outside of the Lions and the Raiders. With Carolina, did well there a little bit. Despite that team being an absolute fucking joke,
right?
He's got it. Just put him in an organization that actually takes winning seriously.
How about if you put him two teams come to mind. The Saints, which they need a quarterback, and the Jets are badly need a quarterback.
I'd have him back up Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson ain't shit.
There you go. It's a good place for him to go because Russell Wilson ain't shit.
Go to Denver because they're going to realize they spent way too much money on a guy that really ain't shit.
He really ain't. And that quarter, I don't care who they bring in.
But if they already
bring Jesus.
blew their wad on
Geno Smith
how the hell can they afford him?
had the same team that he had, and Geno Smith did more than Russell Wilson did.
That's because Geno Smith's a little better quarterback. Yeah, I mean.
Hey Tim, morning Tim.
Tim on here said the Vikings are winning all this year. Tim, listen, brother, I gotta tell you something.
Hey, I'll make you a bet. You get to shave my wife's head if the Vikings win it all, and I get to shave your wife's head. How about that, Tim?
Tim, you need to lay off the crack. The Vikings suck.
Well, no, Kirk Cousins
and
you're suffering from him.
Your Tim is there too.
But now they got the.
I'm on Tim.
They got the best wide receiver in all of
Everybody
football.
else is Tim.
Oh, Justin Jefferson, yeah.
He's the only good reason anybody likes the Vikings.
Imagine,
I guarantee you, if he gets a chance to leave and go play with his two boys he won a national championship with, he's dipping out like Oreo cookies in milk with a quickness.
And the Bengals will be automatic number one.
Yeah,
they'd have to be considered. They'd have to be considered the number one favorite before the season even starts. I guarantee you. Eagles and
Oh,
Bengals.
Could you imagine that? Like, let's think of a fucking team that's had two legitimate number one wide receivers at the same time and where they end up.
The Miami Dolphins in the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah.
With the
Who were
Duper
those
brothers.
guys?
The Duper brothers.
Yeah. And the LA Rams had those two guys like Flipper Anderson. Who's the other guy?
Flipper Anderson and Mark Anderson.
Yeah, like
I'd say probably Torrey Holt with the Rams, the greatest show on turf, and that other dude. I can't remember the other guy had.
With the greatest show on turf.
Yeah, those two probably be the most recent to have them. And what happened?
Yeah.
They set records. Okay, records. 45 points a game average. Woo. Yeah. And the quarterback, the Bengals quarterback Burrow, is better than Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I said it. Send all your mail this way.
Yeah, he can
He's
move.
He's better. There's no. Now I'm not saying Kurt Warner's a punk neither. Kurt Warner was a good dude. I mean, take a guy that started from the Iowa Barnstormers for Christ's sake. Okay.
NFL Amsterdam.
Yeah. and Trent Green got hurt. He stepped in. Super Bowl history, baby. So
Trent who?
Trent Green. Look at Trent Green came to Kansas City and set a bunch of records. So
Yeah, he can't even commentate NFL properly. He's got too much concussions.
Yeah, I know, but I still like him better than I did Joe Buck. I can't take it.
Can't stand that son bitch. Jesus.
Oh my God, I did not like him when I watched the Cardinals games. I just, is it just me, or do you guys want to just jump through TV and just WWE style clothesline that son of a bitch? Take him off his feet.
What got me when he did I can't remember what this. Maybe it was an all-star game. I'm not real sure, but anyway, he was doing the announcing, and he had to get a hug from Mark McGuire.
Yeah. By the way,
what's up, Tim? How you doing, Tim?
Hey, Tim, how you doing, brother?
Here's the deal. He's you're a Patriots fan?
Oh God, the evil. Oh Lord.
The show just got.
That's all right. That's all right, bro. No, you're fine being a Patriots fan, like because Tom Brady's not there anymore.
At least you're honest,
retired. It's over.
At least you're honest, brother.
But be honest with yourself, Tim. You know the next 5 to 10 years are gonna suck. It's gonna
the next 20 years.
You don't know that. They might land a coach. Kraft's not an idiot.
No, he like rubbing tugs, but he's not an idiot.
Yeah. He loves rubbing tugs. It's really hard for him to stop.
Raise your hands if you don't like rubbing tugs.
Not now. I'm happily married.
Okay.
I'm happily
Did
married.
You like them?
Yes, I have most.
All right, then. Fucking shut up.
I like ramen noodles.
Is he married?
But I didn't take a naked video of myself in my 60s either for the public to see neither. So.
Yes, we're talking about Deshaun Watson again, dear.
Oh God, here we go. Here comes Alyssa from the fucking caddy corner.
What? Turn the volume up.
They said turn the volume up, dear.
So anyway, that's what the NFL's got going on right now. So it's getting ready to kick off. Going to be a lot of franchise tags. A lot of people get upset. So I bet you at least 3 people with a franchise tag don't sign theirs until it's time to go to training camp. And it seems like it happens every year. So anyway, the NFL yields, guys. That's all I got that's important right now. But
all right.
The names I gave you is going to grow. All right.
Yeah, for sure. So Kyle, I'm assuming you're going to do
I got college
basketball.
Yeah, I got some stuff if you need to go smoke.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okie doke.
And then we got to decide after that if we can get enough people in to do a little pool. If somebody wants to do escrow that money, we'll all send it in. We'll do a little NCAA March Madness bracket challenge.
Yeah,
I thought we already agreed on that.
Well, I agree, but nobody signed up. And when nobody set up last year, I think Pops, you set it up, didn't you?
Yeah, I was going to set it up when.
All right, Kyle sets it up. Fucking Kyle. All right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. Yeah, Kyle set it up.
Okay. All right. So
he's retired. He's got time.
Yeah.
Just wait a minute. Did you say retired or retarded?
Both.
Both.
Okay. Want to clarify that.
So going forward right now in the NCAA college basketball right now, it is conference championship time. Everybody's playing. Seedings are starting to get changed. Seedings are starting to get upheaved. I'm extremely happy. My alma mater beat Alabama yesterday. 67 to
Yay!
61. Yes.
Now, you don't care if they win another game now.
No, I do not care. And if rumored, we will be either the 6th or the 7th seed in the tournament. I'm happier than the pig and shit. Because last year we were in the NIT, and anything is better than the NIT.
No.
No.
No,
Xavier
no.
survived the NIT. That was their big deal.
NIT, at least somebody gets there. I mean, if you're staying at home, you suck.
True. So, the last games for seeding are on March 14th and March 15th. There's going to be a total of 8 teams playing, and the winners of those teams 4 move on to the tournament. It's like a play-in tournament. 4 of them are going to be for 16 seed, and the other 4 are for 12 seeds.
Don't understand that, but whatever.
And then starting next week, I'll figure out how the seeding's going to go out, and I'm going to put it all out. Because right now, once
Are they having a play in this year? Like I know.
Yeah,
in the
they
past,
have
we
a
had
play-
64 teams, and then
it's 68 now.
basically 68, but you still
Yeah.
only 64 on the bracket. But he's got 2. They got
Yeah,
guys
and-
playing to earn the 64th spot.
Yeah, they're going to earn that spot. So
Okay.
the
So
day
what is-
before
so what
in
is
March,
it going to have? 32. No, 64 teams. You got to have 4 divided by 64 divided by 4. Yeah, okay. 18 teams, something like that.
yeah, it's like
16.
16 teams.
16. So they're playing for the 16th spot. Okay. All right.
Yep. And the tournament officially starts March 16th at 8 a.m.
Oh shit. March 16th.
Yep.
Damn.
Wow.
This March, is it just me or March flying by?
It
March
is really.
is hauling ass.
Damn. I mean, February took so damn long. It drug ass getting out of here, but March.
Yeah, March is bye.
Damn, that's a couple weeks away. Yeah. Let's get the brackets made up, man. So we get that.
Yeah. Well, let's see. For NHL, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I really don't need to. Because my team is the best team in all of hockey, the Boston Bruins. We are on pace to win 64 games
I'll be right back.
and score 135 points, which would be both records ever in NHL. So I'm very happy. But I do feel bad for Chris because his beloved Montreal Canadiens suck. The Boston Bruins are the best team in the Atlantic. 49 wins, 8 losses, 103 points. In the Metropolitan Division of the Eastern Conference, the best team is the Carolina Hurricanes. They've played 61 games, won 41, lost 12, scored 90 points. In the Western Conference, the Central Division, it could be Dallas or Minnesota. Who gives a shit? Then in the Pacific, it's the Vegas Golden Knights and the LA Kings. They're a half a game behind each other, so it's a toss-up.
So who's leading that? I missed it. Who's leading that division?
In the Western Conference,
Uh-huh.
Central Division, it's Dallas, then Minnesota.
Okay.
In the Pacific Division, it's the Vegas Golden Knights and LA. They're a half a game behind each other.
Okay.
Minnie was concerned about his beloved Red Wings. In the Atlantic Division, I am sorry, Minnie, but the Montreal Canadiens are in last place with 26 wins, 32 losses, and a whopping 56 points.
Well, please be
Followed behind
gentle on me. What are the Blues?
the Blues. Okay, one second.
Okay.
The Detroit Red Wings, 62 games played, 28 wins, 25 losses, 65 points scored. Somebody asked about St. Louis. In the Western Conference Central Division, they are in 6th place. 62 games played, 27 won, 30 lost, a whopping 59 points.
Man, okay. Oh man, I might have.
Yes, Minnie, there is a slight chance, but I am still saying the best name in all of hockey is the Seattle Kraken, because they get to say during every game, release the Kraken.
By the way,
That is genius.
there's already people mad that name because it's a white team, okay, a white-owned team with the name Kraken. They said they need to at least get one black player on there, so then they'll think it's not racist. But then they'll come out with they're cracking him. So
Yeah.
just go on.
But in my hopes, we are going to break both of these records, and I'll be a very, very happy man.
Yes. Oh.
Hey, did they change the points when they started awarding a point for a tie or something? I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
I think they get a half a point. Each team gets a half a point for a tie.
Damn, it's still.
But I mean, did that really affect the way?
Oh
the
yeah.
record is?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Points are hardcore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They changed the system. It's kind of a moot point if you beat the old record because it's not by the same schedule.
Right.
Yeah, but we don't have any ties, so we're good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they quit doing the tie. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now if they get a bigger lucrative TV contract, hockey be back on top again.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only sporting match you can go to and watch a boxing match at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very true.
Go to a fight and a hockey game breaks out. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, love it. Or go fight in hockey. Yeah, like you said. Fight in hockey.
God, when I was living in Indianapolis, the
Memphis
Rangers
Ritz.
would go against Grand Rapids or something, and they ended up putting people in the hospital. More guys were in the hospital than they can
The
play.
Memphis Ritz. Do they put
Nice.
it on the Ritz during the game?
I don't know.
The Memphis Ritz. Is that like an NHL team or IHL team?
It has to be like a minor league team.
Yeah, like a farm team
Yeah.
for hockey.
I want to pull one time. You had to look at four faces, and you had to tell. But just by looking at the face, you had to tell you what kind of sport they played. Okay.
Fuck.
And they didn't use the stars; they used like backups and scrubs to sit on the bench, right? But I guessed them all right. I guess how'd you know? I said, "Well, the guy with no teeth had to be hockey." Didn't know who he was. Never seen him before. You know.
Other than that, there's no more news for basketball. For baseball, the World Baseball Classic starts March 7th. The beloved Rays play-by-play announcer for the radio, David Wills, passed away.
Yeah, I heard that.
Bryce Harper is finally going to report to Phillies spring training on Wednesday. Like I gave a shit. Who cares? Phillies suck.
Why did they
did I
suck
say it?
again? Weren't they in the World Series?
Because they think they are now the LA Dodgers and can buy everybody.
Well, they're certainly trying.
Guess what? A good imitation.
True. Yeah, but they won't do shit this year.
Okay.
Mike Clevenger, who now pitches for the Meth Heads in Chicago, not the Cubs, the White Sox,
Yeah.
is not going to face any disciplinary action for supposedly beating the shit out of his wife.
Allegedly.
That's a requirement for an athlete. What are you still harping on?
Yes. So, yeah, there's that.
Crazy bitch.
Yeah.
And moving on.
Yeah, let's move to a meth town. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Paxton from my beloved Red Sox, our starting pitcher, is most likely to not make his season start because of a bad hamstring.
Yeah.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
is not going to be in the WBC because his knee is inflamed. Can't blame him.
Yeah. He needs to lose weight.
Yeah. The first female minor league manager is now shadowing Luvolo on what it takes to actually possibly come up and be a major league manager.
It
some
usually
point.
requires a dick.
Well, you said that, not me.
I'm gonna be fucking honest. You're a bunch of guys.
Hey,
who
she
spend your
is not
entire life.
She is an awesome manager. She's in my Red Sox system. And
Yeah.
she does phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also have the first female GM. But that also explains why our team fucking sucks.
Well, all right. So maybe there's something to this. All right. I'm just saying, like, I don't try to get, I'm not going to try and get James involved in women's volleyball coaching. You know why? Because
There's
he's
a
not
reason.
a fucking woman volleyball player.
There's an opening in weightlifting now.
Well,
Yeah.
what?
They
Because some
just came
trans
out
dude checked
and-
out.
They sued.
I know a lot about baseball.
The organization sued. The organization was sued by a weightlifter,
Hmm.
and he won. And they got 7 days to get their shit in order.
Hmm.
And like, give me a break.
Alyssa, I heard you from the back 40, and I appreciate your comment because not only did the internet hear it, but 3 counties around did too. It's great you know a lot about baseball. Major League Baseball players aren't going to listen to you.
I love you, Minnie.
I love you too.
Oh, and the last news in baseball,
Good.
Las Vegas has said that they have open arms, a loving heart, better opportunity, and deep pockets. So
Mm.
please, Oakland A's, come to Las Vegas. We will treat you much better.
Yeah.
What's his we? What's his we shit? You don't even.
Their college stadium is better than most professional stadiums. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
unreal.
I agree. And here's some funny things from the world of baseball. I'll get ready to share for you. Just some things because Kyle locks down the stats and the whatnot and the ins and outs. And I like to look for the funny and the goofy and a little bit of statistics here and there. But Zach Greinke, this is a video of Zach Greinke actually shaking himself off. Now, what's funny about that? Well, one, it's
Was he
weird.
playing Taylor Swift?
No, it was shake it off, shake it. No, there was no Taylor Swift involved.
The fact that you know that
is hey. He was shaking himself off because he was the one calling the fucking plays. He was calling the pitches, and he's still calling himself off. Yeah. What are you doing, dude? Oh, shook him off. Pick off. How cool is that? Like he has the ability to call his own all his own pitches right there on the little button. No, that's not good. I called that. That's not good. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna throw something else. Throw the guy out. And it works. It works. So there you go. Got that. I thought that was pretty funny.
That was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some interesting things also going on in spring training. The Cardinals' number 4 prospect in MLB is now 4 for 4 with I believe 4 home runs.
4 for 4, and all of them are home runs.
Yeah, he's absolutely crushing it,
and he's going to come back down to earth. That ain't.
Well, yeah, for sure, because they're trying to figure out what he is, and apparently he could probably hit the fastball.
Apparently he can hit a long ball. Let's move on.
Wow.
Yeah, and chicks dig the long ball.
Yes, they do.
You need to put up these 2 comments from Tim.
Tim, do you think that if you put Alyssa in charge of all the above, she would tolerate them not listening to her? Yeah, but she might end up in a locker, duct taped and handcuffed. So I think she would beat the shit up. No, she'd try, but she'd lose. They're men. They're grown men. They're gonna lose.
She's a grown.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. You all said that, not me.
Hi, it's physics, bro. Like,
and we have it documented. That's what you're saying.
Do you know your science? You don't know your science. It's science, Kyle.
I am not pissing off a Sicilian woman.
Why? By telling her the truth? Come on.
I like sleeping at night.
Well, she'll let you sleep permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need her or any family member coming over on a boat and putting me in a river in cement or some shit.
Allegedly.
So here, I want. Oh, did they show this one?
Yeah, you don't need her calling Uncle Capone Jr.
No.
You know, yeah.
Let's see if we can show this one here.
Even though she is a Mets fan.
Yeah.
It is a 437-foot home run in spring training, and it was
man,
monster. Let's see if we can get it going here.
Oh, this wasn't Aaron Judge, was it?
No.
Okay, good.
Let's see if it's. Oh, we got a commercial. Hey.
Oh, there's a shocker.
Facebook, we didn't own the rights in this material, so stop.
No,
Don't hassle us.
no, Rumble don't give a shit, so we're good. Here we go.
Career has only faced Adam Wainwright in the regular season twice. Hits this one pretty well to left, all the way back, looking up. Yepez, it's gone.
Dude, he hit somebody's
Jose
window in the
Abreu
fucking
with his first
in the
Astros
barracks where they
home run.
fucking sleep.
Hits one out
Look
to
at that
left,
sucker.
to the left, all the way back, looking up. Yepez, it's gone.
Oink.
Jose Abreu.
Nice. Nice.
Oh yeah, that's great. He needed to go to that team.
Yeah, I know, right?
If they needed any more
So
help.
one more thing I want to talk about baseball, and we give it to the pops, and then I apparently have to run upstairs because stuff. Things are happening. Things are happening. I can hear by the slam, clank, clank of little feet. But the pitch clock. So this has been instrumented in Major League Baseball for the first year. It's been in the Major League for a few years. Been quite a few incidents in the first couple of weeks of spring training. Most notably, Matt Scherzer the other day getting 3 balls, and Max was super happy about that. I've kind of changed my opinion a little bit, sort of, on the pitch clock. I'm okay with it. I have a huge problem with the time. I think it needs to go to 20 to 26 seconds. So what we're doing right now is 15 seconds without anybody on base and 20 seconds with somebody on base. I want it to be 20 to 21 seconds with nobody on base and 25 to 26 with people on base. Okay.
I'm all for the batter's clock too.
Yeah, and here's what's going to happen. I think MLB is doing this for a reason. Not only, we're trying to speed up the game. Okay, that makes sense. Less advertising revenue. Okay, anyways, we'll put that aside. Let's move on. I think they're going to want to get rid of. They're trying to find a way, and many excuses they can, to get rid of live umpires. There's enough cameras out there.
I don't think enough way to determine.
There's enough way to determine balls and strikes better than a human being could do it. There's a better way to do it on the base paths and in the field with cameras and AI than a human being could do it. And think about this. Okay, so you got 15 seconds just on the pitcher, right? Here's the problem. What's the umpire got to do? Okay, so the umpire's got to make sure that he's up on the mound in a certain amount of seconds. He's also got to make sure the batter is in within 8 seconds and within 5 seconds looking at the pitcher, or he gets a knock.
Yep.
He's got to keep that in mind, plus the pitcher getting in motion in time, or he gets a knock. Then, by the way, 5 seconds later, he's got to call a fucking ball a strike. He's got to do that in 15 seconds.
I think they're going to bring in another umpire to sit there and watch the clock. And a bell will go off if the nothing happens.
Yeah, I believe they have a timer.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. Now it's becoming a fan deal to disrupt the clock.
Yeah.
So what guys are doing is they've got 10 guys. The clock is 10, and the crowd's like 5, 4, 3, and the pitcher's like, oh shit. The catcher's like, what the fuck? Boom, strike. It's a ball to the pitcher. Like, whoa. I mean, what is this? Like carnival baseball? I mean, make it 20, 21 seconds, 25, 26 seconds. Give these guys some actual fucking time to do this. Other than that, I really have come around to the pitch clock. Pretty much for the only reason it's inevitable. And unless they have the Infinity Stones and the Avengers, I can't really change MLB's thing on this. You know,
do they have a countdown clock?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a countdown clock
that the pitcher and the batter can see.
Well, actually, believe it or not, they're actually having meetings about this week because they just realized that, oh, fuck. We're in spring training and we have this set up this way, but every Major League Baseball park is different, set up different. Yeah. Some have big electronic scoreboards or electronic display signs for advertisers buying home plate. Where are we going to put this? Is it going to be available for a guy that's back into the stretch because he's got 2 runners on and screw it if they run? or the windup, and is guy going to be available to the guy, the lefty, to the righty? Is everybody going to be able to see it? Are the runners going to be able to see it? How does the catcher know?
Right.
And so they're like, oh, we didn't think about this. We need a meaning. Oh, you mean an institution so large that it can consistently sticks its foot in its mouth and fucks itself in the ass like MLB, i.e. the All-Star game last year, by the way. Good job, Rob Manfred. And they're like, oh, shit, we didn't figure this out. We better figure it out. So apparently this week they're going to have a meeting and figure it out. I guarantee you they're still going to fuck it up, and there's going to be controversy throughout the season. And I don't think they really care because it's going to make more people watch baseball. Why? Because it's going to be all over the news because there's more controversies about baseball. Welcome to assholes and people like Rob Manfred and Tom Goodell, man. They're not in they're in the interest of the money of the owners, sport, and the overall health
Not
of the
players.
Not the players, not the fans.
Everybody at the same time say thank you, Manfred. Thank you, Manfred.
Oh, those bigger bases are going to make such a big difference. By the way, fuck was that? You mook.
I don't understand that at all.
Oh, I don't get that. I don't mean smaller.
The bigger the bases, you're still going to stand a really good chance of blowing your ankle out, turning on a base.
It doesn't matter how big the base is. They're still going to miss the call.
I think their reasoning behind the bigger bases was we're limiting the shift, so defense is going to be that much better.
They explained this the other day
actually
in a baseball game. They had Kike Hernandez. Thank you. He was playing shortstop. He was mic'd up,
right?
And he goes, "Okay, if I am at second base, I can be this far over, no further, and my feet cannot be on the grass. They have to be on the dirt."
Yeah.
So it was they do it's a way of a shift, but it's not it's basically old school baseballs come back. Don't move this far past second base.
Yeah.
Instead of having sense. Well, before the shift, the shortstop would be at second base. The first baseman would be at home. There'd be nobody at third. He'd be covered by the pitcher.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Here's what's going to happen. Now we're going to start saying your mama's got blue balls and mean it.
Yep. Because Sheena was a man.
Man.
Now, from now on, grown men are going to be going to daycare. Grown men need daycare.
That's called college, by the way.
I thought that was called boot camp.
Now,
for the smart ones,
figure it out,
the smart ones, yeah.
Do you know
is Tim a Yankees fan?
Is he?
Who, Tim?
Yeah, Tim Bellick.
I have
He's
no
not
idea.
a Yankees fan. Oh,
if he is,
God.
I don't really give a shit.
Fuck the Yankees.
Gee, I think Pook likes that comment too.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Give a flying fuck.
Tip your hat.
All
right.
I really didn't pay that much attention to baseball the last couple of years, and then I saw the Dodgers game with them wearing their slim jeans. I go, I give up. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah, he's a Yankee fan. It's all good, man. I love you anyways. Yeah. But are we gonna do you guys want to do fantasy baseball just for shits and giggles?
Fantasy baseball? How the hell you do fantasy baseball?
You got to make a roster every what?
Every day, pretty much.
Every day, basically, yeah.
I don't have that kind of time.
Well, you would do the draft, and it takes about 5 minutes to change your lineup every single day. Or I tell you what, we can do it. If we can get Thomas Brickner in it, we'll just do a 3-team league if we can. If nobody else wants to do it, unless Pops wants to do it.
Oh, Chris wants to do it.
Chris and the drunk Canadian arises. I'm in.
Yep, the Blue Jays fan came way out of left field.
Hey,
this is Chris.
Give me a new beer, eh?
I learned something new last night. They don't say a boot. They say a boat.
No.
Boat.
Yes, it is. It's gonna
boat?
be
For what? A boot.
Instead
About.
of saying about,
Yeah,
it's not a boot. It's a boat.
a boat.
Boat.
Who says that?
What size boat?
Canadians or
Canadians, apparently.
Ah,
Fuck
yeah.
you, Shorzy.
All right. So how do they say boat?
Boot.
Boat.
Going out on the boot, do some boot fishing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
All right.
I'm having too much fun with this. I gotta stop.
I got to run up. All right. We'll talk about that in a little bit too, because we're going to have plenty of time and nobody's kicking us off air now because, yeah. So 40 people are going to watch this show. Yeah, I'm going to go run up and, I think try and handle something, maybe, possibly. And I'll be right back. Pops, go ahead and go on your motorsport support.
You gotta
TV.
run the video, the slides.
You got slides?
Yeah.
Kyle, did you get in this thing yet?
No, I haven't been. I was asleep all day.
You set it up and you're not in it. You don't have. I
came from a
Do it right
hotel.
now.
How
Do
I
it
do it?
right now.
You know,
right now.
you can come into Maine. You can share the same thing with him. You
Do
can
it
do
right
that.
now, man.
You just get out and go in StreamYard. Regular.
Yeah, you
Uh-huh.
just go in and sign into StreamYard as veteran Revolt Radio. Put the password in. Come in
Okay.
here
Give
and
me an address I want to send this to.
no. Doc's gonna fucking do his thing, which he should have done yesterday.
This thing.
He set this whole thing up, and he's the only one who doesn't have admin rights to it.
Okay.
I'm the only one who does right now. He paid
Nice.
for it and set it up. And last night I'm like, hey, can you put some things up while I'm gone? He's like,
He's
no, I
sponsored.
can't.
Yeah, he's a
I'm like,
sponsor.
Yeah, he is right now the sponsor.
Yeah. Big shout out to Kyle Lundy for being a sponsor. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think we're gonna drop restream, but I'm gonna give it a chance. Me and Kyle are gonna work at it a little bit and see if it's worth it. It seems like you do a lot of things with it, but I don't know how to do any of them.
If you had another device, you can do it off another
But
device.
StreamYard we also have, and we're all used to that. So and there's still some things that I don't know how to do with StreamYard. So
If you had another device, he can open StreamYard up. You won't even lose feed. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. But I don't know, man. I'm excited.
Right.
Baseball's right around the corner. Football camp. We had Coastal Combine. Then you're gonna have OTAs and everything coming up here pretty soon.
The
March
draft,
Madness is heating up. We're gonna have to talk about that. We're gonna have to figure out a way for us to do that.
Do what?
This year? To do bracket challenge.
Bracket. I got it.
What position do you think would be the first in the NFL draft?
Defensive line.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah.
It depends if the Bears keep their pick. If they trade out, then it could be a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed, Tim Billick. Thank God for baseball. Yeah. Well, I mean, who's got the first overall round pick?
Right now,
the
Bears do.
the Bears. They're going to trade it.
Bears, and they're gonna go defensive line, not offensive line.
No, I think if the Bears keep it, I don't know. Woo.
See, I don't understand what goes on in the draft. I see so many teams just grab the best player on the board,
Best player available.
even though they don't need it.
Right.
And I need this player at this. I desperately need this hole filled. That guy doesn't fill that hole. Who wants to give me something so that I can go get the guy I need to make my team better? Not just you end up
It's
like
draft capital. Yeah, it's some teams are getting away from that now. They tell you best player for need. So when you say, "Why'd you draft him? He's the best player." When in actuality, they're drafted for need. They can shut up with all that. They're drafted for need.
What do you need? Draft the best player you need, not want. What fits? What fits? I mean, I can't believe that there's this much money involved in it, and teams haven't figured out how to build teams. Some have.
You build through the draft and you replace with free agency.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like if you got a hole that you can't find in the draft, then you bring in a free agent, 1 or 2 year deal.
Yeah,
right?
And you're thinking a year or two ahead of time every time, right? Like your scouting department should be filled with fucking people who should be working for SpaceX, right? Like if you want to win a football, you should have seriously smart people in there, and their opinions should absolutely not be questioned.
And you better get a quarterback. Yeah, we've
Well,
all
yeah.
seen now. You better get that quarterback.
But you need. I think you need. I think football's no different than baseball.
Nope.
Strong up the middle on both sides,
Mhm.
and you
Yeah,
can
that's
get
where-
by with an above average quarterback. And
Right,
if you
but
find in the draft 2 or 3 years later, after you've solidified this great central core of your team,
Mhm.
then you go and pull the trigger on that nasty free agent quarterback or that rookie quarterback out of college. It's just nasty
Right.
because
There
he
aren't
will be
any.
nasty if he's protected.
A
you
lot
know?
of
Aren't
teams.
any.
A lot of teams. How they make a mistake? You can tell who's picking toward the top because they pick all one side, or they pick
Yeah.
like 8 offense and 1 defense. When in
Yeah.
actuality, you should be trying to keep that thing as close as you can. If
Yeah.
you have 12 picks, 6 and 6.
Yeah.
But a lot of teams suck. Don't do that. A lot of your good teams now, you're seeing. Well, look, my offense already stacked. I'll go heavy on defense, but I'll still play some offense in there because you don't know what injuries going to happen.
Yeah.
A lot of teams
Injuries
can't do that.
or
They don't do that.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's why the average coach now per contract is 2-year average per turnover.
Yeah.
The two teams that hadn't had a winning record in the last 10 years, there's only 2 of them:
Mm,
the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chiefs, because they both got a coach, they both got a franchise.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Solid.
And a matter of fact,
Consistency. Yeah.
Pittsburgh is
Means
the only
everything.
team you can go back 20 years
Yeah.
before they had a losing season. So for 20 straight years, Pittsburgh is the only team that hadn't had a losing season. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's set up there.
All right, Kyle, are you able
All
to
right.
put up?
Yep. I'm in here. Yeah. If
All right.
How you doing, Kyle? Welcome back, brother.
hi. Hold on.
Do you need to send Kyle that email or does he need to get?
Well,
into
that's what I'm saying. Where do I need to send the slides?
He can send it. You can send it to the vet thing we're on here.
No,
Yeah, if you-
If Kyle opened it, he can. He sure can. Then go down
no,
and share screen.
it's Google's slides from like Gmail. Like he's got to get into.
Oh,
the
his email.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
So send it to Kyle's email.
Yeah, you can send it to you.
Did
It's
you
Facebook.
send Pops the veteran Revolt radio
Just
email?
give me an address.
Yeah,
I'll
veteran revolt radio at gmail.com.
Vet.
My address is Hamilton, Missouri.
Nobody said
VET.
anything
the hell
about
was that?
RIN. How is it?
VETERN veteran
ERIN.
AN.
AN veteran revolt radio at gmail.com. Somebody's fucking echoing.
Oh, Alyssa's watching the radio in the background.
Tell her to put subtitles
Jesus
on. Turn
Christ,
that
only
shit
Alyssa.
down. Turn it down. Subtitles are your friend. God, even when we can't hear her, we can hear her.
Even when they can't hear, they can hear.
Wow, that's a loud woman. Good luck with that.
You said she is Italian? Don't you say this is Italian?
Sicilian.
Yeah.
Sicilian? She's more like Eskimo. You can hear her from a mile away.
You went
Eskimos
there.
have big lungs, see?
Mhm.
And that kind of messes me up because it went to Gmail and it says share to a non-Google account. And I just sent it to Gmail, which is a Google account.
All right, give me 5 minutes and I'll fucking do it. All right.
Well, let's see if it gets there. See if we got it.
All right, I'll take a look right now.
It'll take a while to see.
Oh, I can switch right now and find out. Probably faster than Cap.
Because I'm in there right now.
It should be 02052023 show.
And go.
But it's going to take a while for the video to get there, I think. I don't know how they do that.
I have nothing.
All right. Are you at least in control? Oh, never mind. Just give me 5 minutes. Talk about yourselves. I've got to go deal with the
Okay.
toddler and pee, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, you go do
And then we'll do the auto sports report. And we are no time constraint because reasons.
See, I don't even know what's going on now.
It's our radio show.
I don't know what happened with the meeting on Monday or Tuesday or whatever.
All right.
Apparently, it didn't go well.
Yeah. So the Vet Radio Syndicate is no more, or we're no longer affiliated with Vet Radio Syndicate.
No longer affiliated.
Okay. But the Facebook page is still VRS, right?
No.
No, we have our own Facebook page now.
All right.
We removed ourselves from the bar,
Okay.
and Minnie removed George from Sports Church
Okay.
because he has the intellectual rights to both of them.
Okay. But John is still posting on Sports Church, right?
For the time being, yes.
Okay.
All right. So
I didn't know what we were doing.
Well, wait on him get back. Let's talk a little David Carr. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now he's teamless. Okay, and that way we just keep the sports talk on here.
Yeah.
Right now he's teamless. You two are general managers. Pick any team you want. Put him on it. Sell it to me. Sell me the fact that you want him even on your team, or do you?
If it was me,
right,
I would put him on the Jets, no problem. Because I mean, that's an up and coming staff. It's a young squad. It's a hungry squad. He's not a bad quarterback. He's been on a shit team. Other than Weller and Jacobs, what have they had? Nobody.
All right, Adams ain't quite panned out like everybody thought.
No.
You know?
So,
and you got to,
is that because of Josh McDaniel's screwed up system? Or
I think so. If you remember, I called this at the beginning when he went there. I said he's a terrible coach. He didn't do nothing the first time he was at the other team he was with, and didn't do nothing here. But you hear a lot of people. I mean, this is the only quarterback in recent memory that I've heard. You could take 10 people and they're split down the center of it. Okay,
yeah.
5 say he's okay, he can play, and you got 5 say they don't want him. He sucks. There's no gray area. Piece here, piece there. I mean, listen, I've seen it being in the AFC West. I've seen this guy play twice a year. Okay, and play us twice a year, and I kind of keep an eye on him through the year. He's had some talent, but has he had talent? I mean, Devontae Adams was good, but was he good because of Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
now I know them two in college. They hooked up in college a lot, and they set records. Carr and Adams in college,
but they weren't
again, college is college, guys. That's college. NFL is bigger, stronger, faster. Okay, so now Jacobs. You got to remember, Jacobs was hurt quite a few times.
Yeah.
Okay. Take a look at defense. They spent the whole AFC West, or the other 3 teams with such Chiefs, spent $500 million on defense to slow Kansas City, and they all got swept.
Yep.
Okay. So is that his fault? No. Instead, maybe getting a team where they can maybe have a shootout with the Chiefs and maybe get one. Maybe split 1-1. They didn't do that. They gambled on defense, and it didn't work. That's not his fault.
And he always had that coach that was always interested in the next new quarterback.
Yeah, all the time. No one ever really had faith in the guy. Now, on the other side of the coin, he come out first 3 drives, money, and then he'd suck. He'd overthrow somebody. You can say that his receivers wasn't exactly catching the ball right, or you can say maybe he didn't put it right. Okay. He'd talk all the smack and he just wouldn't back it up. You could go down that line. You could paint a picture of him both ways. Here's the deal. If he goes to the Jets have weapons.
Yes.
If they get a quarterback that can stay freaking healthy.
They just need somebody that can throw a 20-yard pass.
Right. And I don't think Jimmy G would fit.
No, he wouldn't.
Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I think Jimmy G, and y'all can comment and tell me if I'm wrong. I think Jimmy G needs to retire. He's got a lot of hype on him, how great he is. You know who Jimmy G is? He's the modern Alex Smith.
He's a decent 3 to 4 game backup. That's it. He's not your starter. He's your guy that's going to get you out of concussion protocols.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And I mean, he is eye candy for the women. He's absolute eye candy for the women. Jimmy G is. But I don't think so. I don't think that he would be very good at Jets because I heard his name going to Jets. I think Jimmy G is more of a backup or just you're done. Go do modeling. I mean, you're a handsome guy. You look like Keanu Reeves, or not Keanu Reeves. The guy who played Superman back in our day. Okay,
Christopher Reeves.
Nothing young Christopher Reeves. Go do your thing.
Before the ventilator.
Raiders or David Carr, however, David Carr is going to be an interesting name that we need to kind of pay attention to. I don't like him because obviously I played against him, but I don't think he's done. I think he's got some talent for some team.
If he doesn't go to the Jets, I would not,
I keep saying the Saints. Do the Saints have any weapons? I mean,
Michael Thomas.
Yeah, Michael Thomas, I guess. But
Michael Thomas is leaving. Michael Thomas when he wants out.
Oh.
Kamara right now is going to go to court July 30th or 31st.
Yeah, he's
on
going
an
to
assault charge.
All his boys are going to take the rap for it.
Well, they probably will, but I mean, so you got that cloud over his head. It seems like them guys that come back, they're all shuck up in training camp, whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
Pops, what is the slides that you got? Which one is it?
0205-2023 show.
Okay. I got it. Are you ready?
Well, the problem is you got to look to see whether you got the NASCAR slide at the very end.
That's what I have.
All right.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
And away we go.
All right. This is just to show you if you can't win, be spectacular. Now, this is a 19-year-old kid on the outside going for the lead at the Daytona 250, which is the Xfinity race. And that's him on the outside, and you watch him disappear. Because he can't win, but he is going to be spectacular. Well, come on, guys. Show me the spectacular, will you, please? Oh, there he goes.
That's fun. Oh, help me, Oprah. Oh, help me.
Kelly Clarkson.
It doesn't pay to be number one.
That is actually the number of a curse on a race car. Number one.
Unbelievable.
You know what else a curse is? If they called it the Titanic.
Yeah.
I'm not racing it.
Look at this. Boom, boom. And
I heard they had a really strong swim
happened.
team in 1912.
Yeah, they did.
That was cool. And he walked away, not hurt, no nothing. So,
well, the way they build these things now, yeah.
I mean, that's why they're not afraid to do stupid shit because they can't get hurt.
See, right about there is where I shit myself.
Well, he was talking on the radio when this was going on.
Hey, you guys want to hear a joke? Yeah.
He's probably ordering tacos.
No,
exactly.
he was saying, "Oh shit, that was my fault."
Hey Siri, I need tacos.
Go to the next slide.
All right. If you're sure.
Order me a Casey's pizza, will you? Yeah.
Next slide.
Make it a deep dish, please, from Chicago.
Tell my wife I need a jar of Sean.
Why, you want to eat a bunch of bread with fucking pizza sauce on it? Ugh.
You mean dough? You meant dough.
Dough.
Yeah.
All right, and there is just it again. He just holds the line. He's good.
Repeat a couple times.
He holds the line. He's good, right? He holds the line. He's good.
Well, he couldn't because he actually caused the accident.
Because he came down.
He came down and tried to correct, and that broke him loose. And when he breaks loose, he slows down, and the cars that are not going to slow down just go right through you.
Fucking rookies.
No, it's a second year.
All right, young guy, young gun.
Yeah, 19-year-old. That's pretty young.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this
looks beautiful.
This is open wheel, and this is today.
In St. Petersburg. Whee!
Wait till you see how this one goes.
4 cars are destroyed instantly.
This is Roman Grosjean, who was the fastest car by far. And let's see who else was involved with this. Grosjean, and wasn't willpower. It was probably the Kiwi, I think. Well, let me see.
Somebody was drinking some kiwi.
Must have been.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead and play that sucker.
Hold on a second. So Thomas Brickner had to chime in, and Tom's one of the guys we're going to recruit back into the news station, Veteran Revolt Radio, VRR. And a long joke. It was a joke between us when me and Tom did sports trips together. I only had 30 seconds to do the auto sports report, which was a challenge. However, there was a challenge to be taken on my behalf, and that was to go to Tribute to the Fallen in Chicago. And all I had to do was get a lock of hair from the first sergeant of Grunt Style. And did I get that lock of hair from the first sergeant of Grunt Style? You goddamn right I did. And I got another whole 30 seconds to do the auto sports report when Mr. Thomas Brickner was running it with me. So that at least gives me another 30 seconds. Plus my pops. That's 3 minutes. We're good, Tom. But thank you for bringing up that memory, because that shit was hilarious. Just the attempt, just the talks, the negotiations, the money, favors exchanged, just to get a simple lock of hair. So this poor veteran live streamer podcaster could get 30 seconds on his auto sports report on his show, Sports Church, was well worth reliving the memories. Thank you, sir. All right, let's play this crazy shit.
This is Scott McLaughlin and Grosjean discussing whether or not Grosjean is going to be able to pass Scott McLaughlin.
All right.
Big rear wall.
Oh, hey, he made it, though. He made it. He made it.
Looks like Jack Harvey as well.
He's
Rita
going. He's
Spique
still
in the
driving.
tires. Huge accident. Yellow flag is out.
That's the second
I like how they put the yellow flag. Like,
Second
car.
red
second
flag on that
fully
guy.
airborne car. Kyle
Maybe
Kirby
all European. Red
cleared
flag.
a tabletop.
This thing, he's got
Tons of damage.
tire
to the
tread marks on his
27
helmet.
Nation Honda for Andretti Autosport.
That ought to feel good.
Not what they
Oh.
wanted to see. Both of the Andretti Auto, both of the
Honey, I'd love
flying
you to
cars
go
for
down on me
Andretti
tonight.
Auto.
Are you
Grosjean-
fucking serious? I can't even lift my
It
hat.
was a big hit.
Grosjean and McLaughlin were
team
just
pending to Jack Harvey.
they were in class with among
That
themselves,
red white
and
number
they
30.
were
We
leading the
saw
race.
Alexander Rossi go side by side with Colt
And,
Carter for 2 and
it
3.
just
That
did not
check
turn
came
out
up
well.
coming on to that back straightaway. So a bit of a accordion effect behind him, and I think that's kind of what started it.
And here's, I think, another big issue is you just look at
That's
the
it, right?
size of
Don't-
the
Yeah.
marbles
Yeah,
on
that
the
guy.
racetrack
All right.
right now. You get a little bit offline, and I mean those.
All
All
right.
right, the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Oh, look, the German. The German is on top. But here-
German is on top.
Here's a scary thing, though. I
Well,
can
you-
tell.
What was weird is that it really the dynamics of Formula One are distinctly different this year.
Then
Let's
last
see,
year.
Red Bull is going to be on top. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay, so that's no different.
But Fernando Alonso is there.
Yeah,
in a car that has never been in the top 5.
that's what I'm saying. I saw that. I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to interrupt you because you were a bit on a roll there. But I was like, I know that dude. I've seen that dude. I met that dude at Indianapolis. And that's
Alonso-
Fernando.
Alonso is like 50 years old, but he's not nearly that bad. But he is about that old.
But he thinks
And
he's 21.
Ferrari had all kinds of trouble with their cars today.
Yeah.
They were fast. They were every bit as fast as the Red Bulls, but they ran into, I don't know what you want to call it. Mechanical problems, I guess is the best way to say it. Hamilton came in 5th, and they are definitely a third-class car. So but the fact that Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso are up there, that speaks a word to a lot of things are happening in Formula One anyway. Next slide.
Oh, sorry. All right. Grand Prix of
This is
St.
the Grand Prix of
Petersburg.
St. Petersburg. You saw the accident footage. Marcus Ericsson, who's he? He's the guy that won the Indianapolis 500 last year.
Yes.
So he hasn't done much. He won, I think he won a race in Detroit 2 years ago. So I mean, he's got wins on his record. He was clearly fast, but Pato Award was fast all the way around, and he had mechanical issues at the very end. Matter of fact, I think the last 100 yards, he lost this race. So Pato he's got nothing but charging in him, but you just can't depend on him because he breaks things. Scott Dixon came in third, which is what Scott Dixon does. He just gets in the top 5 and doesn't worry about things and ends up winning championships again. So we'll see.
Did I miss Pato Award, the only Mexican Irishman ever in history?
Exactly right.
All right.
And Alexander Rossi is now running for the Foreigners, and he's finished in the 4th spot. And this young man, Callum Illett.
Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, exactly. He came from, I guess, the Formula Series in Europe. He was a Ferrari development driver. So I mean, he's got skills. If Ferrari picks him up, he's got skills. But they couldn't find a spot for him, and so he came over here and decided to run an IndyCar. And he didn't sit over here and develop anything. This was all developed for him, and he came in here. And like I said, he finished 5th today. So, I mean, he's among some good guys. You know, when you got Scott Dixon is only 2 spots in front of you, you've done some good things.
Absolutely.
Next one, and that's the rest of the day is the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas. William Byron,
What?
the replacement for Jeff Gordon, is doing well. Kyle Larson,
Oh, weird.
Again, this is weird. But
That
Kyle
racist
Larson does not like Las Vegas.
made 2nd place. That racist.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a horror.
But anyway, Kyle Larson does not like Las Vegas. He says, I don't understand the track. I can't make it work. I don't know. But he finished
2nd.
He finished 2nd anyway. Alex Bowman is there. Christopher Bell. But this is a 1, 2, 3 for Hendricks. So,
Wow.
you know,
Really? Top 4?
It's rare that you take the first 3 spots, but he did it. Christopher Bell's there, and Martin Truex came home in 5th. So that is what they did in racing. And we got that done before the bell went off. Now, there's not going to be a bell today, but we got it done.
No. And we're going to do the Bahrain Grand Prix just because I love
Oh, you got all right. You know, I was going to put the video in, and they didn't do a good. They didn't do a good one of it, but that's okay. If you got one, go ahead and run it.
Yeah, good virtual lap of the Bahrain with the German Max Verstappen.
Max.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Max. Everything in German. Max. Just caution you don't ever watch German porn if you're not ready for it because it's a little intense. Why are they at night, Minnie? Because it's fucking in the desert.
It's still 100 degrees when they're out there doing it.
Yeah, well, it's 135 when they're not.
Yeah. I didn't see a good shot of the grandstands, and normally this is a well viewed event, but they normally make big things about the number of people there, but they didn't do that today.
What else they got to do? Go to comedy clubs, strip clubs,
KFC.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
they don't
None
do
of
strip
those
clubs
things.
there.
They do?
They do not.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a boring track for me so far.
It doesn't present a real tough challenge. I will say that. It's fairly high speed.
Ooh.
Yeah, you jumped from 200 miles an hour down to about 30, which is interesting.
Now it's your turn.
No, I'm gonna go fly DCS, bro. But
Nice.
maybe I'll get into that. But yeah, pretty cool. What's up? What's up next for IndyCar and F1?
IndyCar is they're gonna have a tryout in Phoenix to get ready for the Indianapolis 500, which is kind of neat. See, the problem is the way they did things now. You got mostly road courses. So how do you prepare for the Indianapolis 500 where you're going well over 250 miles an hour?
Test and take
and
notes.
You never do that when you're on road courses. So
test and take notes. It's the most important race of the year. Yes.
Well, things change now. Goodyear changed the tire compounds this year. They came out with a I don't know, it's a replaceable product for the rubber. They're not using regular rubber now. They got something that rebuilds itself. And so now they have green tires, not just red tires. So, so you really got to try the tires out, to be perfectly honest with you, and the setups, because a little change can mean an awful lot when you're going 240, 250 miles an hour.
Right. Absolutely. What, Richie?
Well, I was just going to say, gentlemen, I know you're staying later because you can, but I can't.
Oh, no worries. We're going to do a little off.
I wanted to see if the little ones are going to tie you up and set you on fire.
Well, they're working on it. So let's go ahead and kill it. If Richie can give me 10 minutes, that'd be awesome. But we're going to kill the on-air portion of Sports Church right now. Thank everybody for tuning in. If you're catching us later, please share it out wherever and however you can. Your personal page, putting it on your story, share any groups you belong to. Helps us out tremendously. Remember, we are going to go relaunching all our new social media here in the next week. Veteran Revolt Radio, and me and Kyle's leading the charge on that. I'm going to try and help and direct him with that as well. But get over to Rumble. Vet Revolt Radio, no spaces. Give us a follow. Watch our videos. Help us out tremendously. And eventually, this show will be, along with the bar and a few other shows we're bringing along with VRR, going to be monetized. We're going to actually make a little bit of money doing this for having fun. I love it. Such a good idea. All right. Other than that, my final thoughts. Never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. It's a great time of the year. We got March Madness. Baseball is heating up. Football is getting a little more interesting than it was just a month ago. Hockey is in full swing. Like I said, March Madness, auto sports are heating up. It's a good time to be an American, ladies and gentlemen. So never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There's plenty of places out there to reach out. All you got to do is go to any veteran group or website or our Facebook page, which we have set up very soon, and we will hook you up to the appropriate authorities like Battle and Stress and 22 Kill. Love you all. Keep on keeping on. And I'll give the next one to Pops.
Hey, I'm 74. If I've stuck around this long, there's no reason for anybody else to leave.
Yeah, he's had like 3 heart attacks and cancer twice. Like, he's going to get hit by a bus, basically.
The buses bounce off. Anyway.
Well, they do. You definitely do bounce off of buses. I'll guarantee you that.
Technically.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. There you go. But there's a lot of shit that goes on that really can be confounding. But if you sit down and think about it, talk to somebody about it, it'll make a little bit more sense. Now, it may not be to your benefit, but it will make sense. And that's the key to being able to go on. If you can make sense of what's happening. I had a really good, nice guy, was a retired Marine Corps colonel who said, if you ain't having fun, it's time to get the hell out. Don't do it permanent. That's exactly his expression. So, he said that when he was going through combat training, he was in a trench that was full of water, and he made a mistake and he put his rifle down because he had to climb out of this mud hole. And the drill sergeant tried to grab the rifle away from him, and he grabbed the rifle back and pulled the drill sergeant into the hole with him. And he said, we both laughed. And that's when I learned, if you can't laugh about it, time to get the hell out.
Yeah, baby.
So I could just see him doing that, pulling another DI in.
Yep, that's awesome. All right, good job, Pops. Kyle.
Well, like Minnie said, sports are heating up. Baseball's getting ready to start up. Hopefully my Bruins break the win record and the points record for hockey. Okay, fine. All right, sorry. Not my fault you're a Red Wings fan.
Hey!
Wow.
That'd be evil. I don't want to be evil.
Wasn't being evil, just being honest.
Oh.
Just saying. Best team in hockey.
God damn, I got something in my eye.
Other than that, reach out, talk to your people, check on your people. If somebody does take the time to reach out to you, remember, you can't fix them. They don't want to be fixed. They trusted you enough to listen. Just let them listen. Vent. Get it out. The more they get out, the better they are. And then other than that, have a great week. I'm going on vacation.
Where are you going?
I am going to Florida.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Because I need a vacation.
I don't blame you.
I'm going to Port St. Lucie.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, all right, Richie, go ahead, man. Final thoughts.
All right, guys. We say it every week because we mean it. You are not worthless. You have value. Unless you're a child molester, then you can just piss off. But you're not worthless. You have value. We need everyone around. We can't just everybody do the same thing. Life would be so boring, man. We need all these different talents. I need somebody to work on my computer. We need somebody with different talents, man. Come on. Well, you got to hang around. You think I'm going to go through this by myself? You're wrong. Okay, like in the words of Donald Trump, wrong,
totally wrong.
Totally wrong.
Oh, by the way, that dude won the CPAC straw poll by like a fucking retarded margin.
Did he really?
Yes, huge.
Oh man,
huge.
DeSantis finished way back.
Big time, huge.
Did not see that coming.
I did.
Although take it this way. Who goes to CPAC?
Well, that's it.
A lot of crazy, hardcore, lunatic Republicans.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
I was kind of hoping some of those got their heads straight.
Nah, not yet. Go ahead, Richie.
Yeah, not yet. Not your turn yet. I'm just kidding. So, like I said, guys, we love y'all. I hope you enjoy the new network that's been relaunched or newly launched at the new network. Guys, a lot of things are fun on here. We've got Sports Church, got the bar coming on there. And also, hey, look, on Tuesday nights, you can catch a W radio show on there too. And Roy Anthony said he'd like to program on here too. So, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you got some programming. Get on there, guys. You don't want to miss out. Catch our Dummy of the Week this coming Tuesday. All right. Kyle is in charge of the Dummy of the Week. It's taking off. It's a good series. Taking off. We don't have a guest in house tonight, so it's going to be the three of us acting like fools. So
no.
You mean acting?
Well, so one of us got to pretend, we're a fool.
I might just join you on StreamYard from my car driving home just to break your balls.
Come on in.
What is this shit show? Ah! No. All right.
Being said, guys, we love you. You take care of yourselves. And I said my native language, Dona Dog Ahoy. We'll see.
Thank you, boys. Appreciate it. Share the show however we can. Have a good night. God bless.